안녕하세요 여러분. Today we're actually going to be doing something very exciting that we haven't done here on my channel before. We're actually going to be talking about a Mexican holiday called Dia de los Muertos in Spanish, and in English it's called Day of the Dead. And actually here, one of the customs is actually to do an altar, which is called an altar in Spanish. And this is actually done to remember in remembrance of your deceased family members and loved ones. So here we actually got, first I'm going to start off explaining the pictures. Here we got some pictures of our deceased family members and also of some of our pets that we've had before. And also something really cool that we also put are actually some tamales. They're actually very delicious, and these were actually made because some of our family members here, the majority of them actually really enjoyed them. And also, if you guys would like some more information on them, you could check out my tamale mukbang that I did a while ago. But anyways, besides that, here, another delicious product we got is actually some pan de muerto. Here we got some right here, and then here we got some over here. Here we got it. And then the bread I actually got, like in English, is called bread of the dead, which that's like how it would translate to. And it's actually very delicious, and I got it from my local bakeries. And then here we got some fruits. For example, we got an apple, and then we got little mandarin oranges, and an Asian pear, and a little bit of other snacks and candies here around, as you can tell. And then something really nice that you can do to especially really honor the things that they really loved is that you can actually add the things that they like to do. For example, some of them had actually liked to sew. So right here we actually got a little like cloth that we've been embroidering, and it's also so that they can embroider it when they come over, their spirit, you know? And then here, another thing, we got some toys and dolls right here so that it can be for the children, you know? And then also here we got a deck of cards because some of our family members had actually liked to play cards. And then here we got some bananas so that we actually have some more food. And then here we got some candles because a fun fact is that the candles, when they're lighted up, like they are right now, they actually help guide the deceased spirits like to your house because it sort of lights the way. It's like a path for them. And this holiday doesn't necessarily only have to be celebrated in Mexico. It can also be celebrated in the US and also other countries. So wherever you are, you can also take part in the celebration because it is just something very nice that is also very fun that you can take part in. Now, here we also got some water because they're going to be thirsty from their long journey. And then here we got some little saints right there. And then over here in the corner, we got a little basket with a little sugar skull with some flowers. And then we got some flowers around here. And then a flower, though, that is actually very common that is used, especially mostly in Mexico. They're actually called cempasúchil flowers, and they're like yellow marigold flowers. They're actually very beautiful, but here where I live, we can't really get them, so I didn't get a chance to put them on. Although, they're just very nice, and if you have time, I highly recommend that you guys check it out. So now, that is pretty much all for like our little tour of the altar that I did here with my family. So now what we're actually going to do a little bread tasting of the breads that I actually displayed here. So now let's come over here, and we're actually going to have the breads right here. So I'm going to turn around this way so you can see. So anyways, here we got this bread right here, and this is actually a circle shape with the lines right here, and then it has sugar on it, so you can get a better look. I will put it like this. As you guys can tell, it's actually very delicious. And then here we got this bread right here that is also very delicious. All of these are amazing, let me tell you. Here we got this one right here. It's the same shape. The only difference is that this one actually has sesame seeds instead of sugar as a topping. So here it is. And then here we got these cute little ones over here. We got these ones, and these ones are actually coated with sugar, but this is actually supposed to resemble sort of like a person. This is supposed to actually resemble a girl, in case you guys can't tell. And here it is. And then here we got this other one that is made from the same kind as the one I previously showed you, although the only difference with this one is that it's supposed to resemble a boy. So that's like how these breads are. And then also, here I got some milk, some almond milk here on the side so that we can eat with the bread right here, as you guys can see. Just don't want to spill it. Anyways, so first I'm actually going to try the sugar one, this one right here, and then I will go on to try more. So I'm going to take off a little piece to show you guys some. So here we go. So here's the piece I got. And then so you guys can get a better look, this is how it looks, and that's like the interior part. So I'm going to taste it now. It's really good. And you can actually, like, it's actually super soft. Look it. It's like pretty spongy, and it's actually a very nice taste. Now let's try some with the milk. With the milk, it's a little bit lighter. Anyways, let's see the inside. This one, actually, you can taste the cinnamon and the sugar pretty well. And it was really good. And now we're actually going to try the sesame seed one. And a fun fact is that this one is actually my favorite, the sesame seed one, because it's a little bit less sweet. So that's why I like it a little bit more. So now I'm going to get a small piece of it. And then show you guys, here it is right here. And then the inside, you guys can see. Now let's taste it. This one is a little bit lighter. You can still taste the cinnamon, but it's also a little bit of a lighter cinnamon hint. So now let's try some with the milk. The milk actually brought out the sesame seed flavor a little bit more, so you can actually taste it a little bit better. This is really good, and I'm very glad that I can eat it. Also though, a fun fact is that these breads, the sesame seed one right here, this one, and this sugar one right here, I actually got. The people though at the bread store where I got it at, they were actually telling me that the recipe is actually a special recipe that only they use while around this area, and it's actually a recipe from Puebla, which is a part in Mexico. So if you guys can, you guys should check that place out. It's actually pretty cool to see. Now next, I'm actually going to try these ones, and this ones I actually got at a different bakery. So this one is actually the one that resembles a girl. Now let's try it. I'm going to take a piece off. I'm not sure which one part I should get, but I'm thinking I'll take a side from the corner right here. Wow, you can actually tell that this is super soft, like right as I ripped it. To tear a piece off, like look at that. It's like very soft, you can tell here. And then here it is, how it looks. So yeah, now let's try it. This one, actually you can tell the difference because I'm not quite sure what kind of seed it is, but they add this, it's like a seed I believe, but it's like, there's like a piece right here. You can't really tell because it's like super small, but anyways, you can actually taste that, and that's why you can tell the difference from the bakery. Now let's try some with the milk. I personally believe if this like hint of the seed was a little too strong, then the milk would actually definitely help balance it out. It's just so good. I'm in love. Now, this one is pretty much the same as the other one, but I will still try it because, let's be honest, bread is amazing. Now here it is. And these ones were actually coated with sugar. Like this one you can tell a little bit better from here in the corner though, because you can tell it's right there. So these two actually were coated with sugar. So now I'm going to get a little bit of this one. As you can tell, it's pretty much the same like in the inside. The only difference though is pretty much the shape with the two I just tried right now. Now let's get some with the milk. And you don't necessarily have to eat this bread with milk. You can actually eat it plain or on its own, you know, or you can have it with milk, tea, coffee, or hot chocolate, just depending on your drink preferences. This is really good. Now, I virtually invite you guys to actually come try some bread and even some tamales. Here, I invite you guys some. Take some because it is nice to share. And then here we got this bread over here that you guys could have some. And then I also invite you guys some of the tamales that we have here and some of the fruits and stuff and even some of the candies. And a fun fact before we end this video, well, in certain regions of Mexico, like they actually go out on the 2nd of November going around to people's houses who did an altar or an altar, however you would like to call it. And then you go around like knocking on their doors saying ofrenda, and that means that you're asking for like an offering because they will most likely give you something that they had on their altar, anything left over, or if they made a lot of food, then they'll give you some there. And then something really cool is that you will actually eat it there, like at the person's house where you got the food at. Or you can just, like, if it's something that is packaged, then you can just, like, take it with you because you'll have, like, a basket or something with you to take it. And this is actually a story that some of my family members have told me from the regions where they're actually from. Now, this isn't done in all parts of Mexico, just in certain parts, but it's actually done in the majority. But anyways, and that is pretty much all. If you guys actually have an interest, though, in this holiday, Dia de los Muertos, also known as Day of the Dead, I highly recommend you guys look it up because it's actually very interesting and a very, really cool holiday. And also, like, it's really cool, especially since you get to honor the deceased family members and loved ones because no one likes to be forgotten, am I right? And also, this is actually really cool, so I hope you guys could also try some of these foods and also get some of this bread as well because the bread and the food is amazing. And then I really like that we get to honor our deceased family members once again because some of the family members I've actually never met before because they passed away before I was born, since they were like born a very long time ago. But anyways, and it's just nice because we get to get together with all our family and then we get to talk about the holiday and then we also get to make food together and stuff and eat together, a pretty nice big meal. And then we also get to do this together. And then also something that they do on the 2nd of November is that they go to the cemetery and they actually go and sort of clean up and do some maintenance on the tombstones, you know, of like your family members and friends. And then you actually go to take some food to them and flowers and like the whole like amazing setup. And then you even take them some bread, like this kind of bread for example. And you also get to go eat with them because it's like if you have like pretty much all the family together, like all their spirits, you know. And then also, they also do like these traditional dances as well that are pretty cool that you guys could check out. I'm pretty sure there are some here on YouTube that you guys could check out. Now, that is pretty much all for this video, and I hope it actually was very informative and you guys really liked it and that it also brought a little bit of knowledge to you. And even if you knew about it, I just hope like you enjoyed seeing how I do this, you know. And anyways, this is actually very fun, and I wish you guys an amazing Dia de los Muertos and an amazing Day of the Dead. So, I just like really hope you guys liked it. Now that is all for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye everybody, see you next time. Annyeong!